This is about Andy Letcher's book, The History of Magic Mushrooms. I am not happy about this book. I am not happy about it at all. Why am I not happy about it? I will tell you why. Because this boy, this piece of nothing, coming onto the scene of a mushroom expert, of which I am one, and telling us what it is all about is not cool. And it makes me cry with shame and horror when I think of his upstartedness. Is that English word? So I am here to reiterate this abomination that has been great on mushroom research. I will supply links to good critics of this upstart Andy Letcher, and I will fill you in with what I know about what I know. Well, Shiva, the Lord of the Dance, had a blue neck. You know why he had a blue neck? Because he was the mushroom, a magic mushroom. When you pick the magic mushroom, it goes blue. That is signifier, symbolism of the mushroom terminology. Doesn't Andy Letcher know this thing here? Geshantai. Seriously, right? If you look at the myth, right, if you're familiar with Allegro, J.M. Allegro, check him out. The Sacred Mushroom and the Cross, what we got? He reveals that the myth of Jesus isn't referring to a historical man, right, who, think of the absurdity, I mean, just think of it, like, there is a God in the clouds with a beard, and he sends down his son, and his son is crucified, and, well, not just crucified, whipped, tortured, then crucified, and blah blah like that. Go and watch Gibson. Is it Gibson? Gibson's film, if you want to get into S&M. But it's just absurd, right? Now see it like this. The myth is allegorical, and it is saying that the mushrooms are sons of God, made flesh. What is a mushroom? Mushroom is vegetation. What is it? It's made of flesh, which you eat. There's all these clues all through the myth. You shall eat of my body and drink of my blood, blah blah blah, right? And that connects with the Dionysus myth, which is the same, with eating and drinking the blood. And then the eaters have a spiritual experience. They didn't think they were poisoned. It's like this man, like when I link you up to some reviews on the side, this man, Andy Letcher, who's even had mushrooms himself, which is unforgivable to say this, that he imagines our ancestors were so thick that they would take mushrooms and I'm being poisoned, no, it's terrible, I mean, no, bollocks. Yeah, there was ergot poisoning and bread, apparently. That isn't very pleasant because of the toxicity, but not fungi. You don't think you're being poisoned. You're going into a trip. It's mind blowing. You start giggling. You're not going frightened because you've been tortured. Think you're being poisoned. So it's absurd. So, oh yeah, and compare the Jesus myth of God made flesh with the mushroom that was discovered in Mexico, the Tiananacatl, which is been interpreted as God's flesh. That they would think that they are eating the, spiritual beings. The mushrooms are thought of as spiritual beings. So if you're familiar with comparative mythology, you see the same motives that are shared by people who might have never met, because we all have the same mind, we all have the same heart, we all have the same awe about things, and so these things get put into mythology, and it's connecting the dots. So people like Andy Letcher, they don't connect the dots, they don't sort of see in the spaces in between. That's what I'm trying to say. So, I wouldn't waste my time getting it. I mean, the two reviewers who really slam it, they still say to get it, but I would recommend, you spending the effort on looking at good research, but it's up to you anyway.